Assalamualaikum and hi. Okay, today we want to present about our title is The Impact of Training and Development at College Politek Mara Sempurna. Before we start, let me introduce myself and my groupmate. My name is Nufadlatul Aishikin binti Yunus. My groupmate is Nur Syafika binti Ruslan, Emi Azirawati binti Anwar, and Asni Mariana binti Basiro. We are from section 64 and our major is Human Resource Management.
Assalamualaikum and hello. My name is Asni Mariana. I'm from section 64.
My name is Nur Syafika binti Ruslan. I'm from section 64.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Emi Azirawati binti Anwar from section 64.
Chapter 1 is the introduction. The objective of this study is the impact of training and development of employee and its effects on the performance of enterprise or organization. This chapter gives introductory information on the background, problem and objective of the work. It also has information on the scope and signification on the study. Training and development refer to educational activity within a company created to exchange the knowledge and skill of employees while providing information instruction on how to better perform specific tasks. Training is a short-term reactive process meant for operative and process, while development is designed continuous proactive process meant for executive. In training, employees aim is to develop additional skill, and in development, it is to build a total responsibility. In training, the initiative is taken by the management with the objective of meeting the present need of an employee. In development, initiative is taken by the individual with the objective to meet the future need of employee. The above information is the same was with the management implement College Politek Mara Sempurna. Okay, the second is background of the study. Training is effort identified by an organization to foster learning among its workers. And development is effort that is oriented more toward broadening an individual's skill and for the future responsibility. Training and development are continuous effort designed to improve employees' competency or organize performance has a goals to improve on the employees' capacity and performance. Human resource management has played a significant role in the economy development of most developed countries like Britain, America, and Japan. In a development country like Cameroon, which is rice, natural resource, and financial support, one can also experience short economic success if the appropriate attention is given to the development and training for her human resource. Every aspect and activity in organizations involves people. For instance, a manager will be not successful if has a subordinate who are not well equipped with skill, knowledge, ability, and competency, or SKAC. Okay, the third is statement of the problem. This study began of the realization of need to effectively administer the effect of training on employee performance. Training is a systematic process to enhance employees' skill, knowledge and competency necessary to perform effectively on job. Overall, training impact organization competitiveness, revenue, and performance. Uncontroversially, the majority of government, private organization, and international organization are not recognizing the importance of training to increase their employees' productivity, and when the economy slow and when profit decline, many organizations first seek cut in training budget. This will lead to high job turnover, the increase to cost to hire new employees, which low down an organization profitability. Okay, next is research objective. There are 4 research objectives at KPTM Sempurna. First is to investigate the effect of on-the-job training employee performance in KPTM Sempurna. Second, to investigate the effect of the job training and employee performance in KPTM Sempurna. Third, to investigate the effect of job entrustment on employee performance in KPTM Sempurna. And the last, to investigate the effect of job rotation on employee performance in KPTM Sempurna. The study investigates in the impact of training and development on employees' performance. This research work look at training and development as a HRM practice and its effect on employees' performance at KPTM Sempurna. Definitely, at the aim of the study is to find out 1. The factor effective training and development of employee performance at KPTM Sempurna. Second, the impact of training and development on organization productivity. Third, the impact of training employee certification. And the last, the need of employee training in KPTM Sempurna. Okay, next is research questions. This research is to explore and to awareness of training and development for employees' performance is very important. This research will address the following question. The first is, does on the job training contribute the employee performance? Second, what is the application of effective of the job training to employees' performance at KPTM Sempurna? Third, how does job entrustment improve employee performance? And the last is, does job rotation make an employee for effectiveness? Okay, the next is definition of term. Recording of an article by Anantahala Kasmi Mahadevin. The purpose of this study is to improve training and expansion to activity in the company made to improve the knowledge and skill of employees, while providing information and instruction on how to perform career tasks better. Additionally, in development, it is to be developed to total responsibility. Okay, benefit is investing in the training and expansion is the key sustaining business grow the success. The commitment make sense when you consider the process that business go through to recruit and hire qualified employee. Often, the emphasis on caring about employees' personal growth and once they hire. Okay, occupation, expertise, preparing. Occupation, it intended situation target improvement in the ability people should be fruitful in the work environment ability prepare is turn out the progressive certification has both phase involved change worldwide contact and another new business real factor. Education evaluations is the method involved with distinguishing, nudging, estimating, and crediting human expression in association. The recognizable per interaction includes figuring out what region to zero in on, including distinguishing, evocation, measuring, and creating rate scales. Evaluation give the permission to an excitement to stop activity like preparing and increment, cutback, and termination. Okay, the lastly is the conclusion. In conclusion, training and development is considered as a strategy for the growth in every organization. Is adopted by the organization to fill the gap between skill and future opportunity. These training programs definitely exchange skill, improve efficiency and productivity across operation or employee. Skill, knowledge, and attitude are the base of effective running of the business through the human resource of an organization. But the impact of the basic is often reduced by lack of effective training program. Investment in employees development means increasing the value of the organization. Capability can also be improved. In the result, the structure of organization become flatter, in which there will fewer level between the top and the bottom employees. Many organizations provide coaching to the high potential employees to develop their skill in creativity, thinking, innovation, vision, and motivation. Another and brainstorming. Rather than putting the employees in full management and expecting that we will develop their knowledge and skill on their own, organization can systematically develop their skill through combination of training and development program. Thank you. That's all for me.
This chapter reviews some of the relevant literature which is related to training and development which are relevant at College Politek Mara Sempurna. As mentioned early in our objective research, the study of this topic is about training and development at workplace. Below is the article that related with the relevant topic. The first topic is training effectiveness and employee performance. The title of this journal is Training Effectiveness and Employee Performance in a Malaysian Government-Linked Company. The goal is to examine the effectiveness of training on employee performance in a Malaysia GLC. This GLC is a prominent utility which the training program for the employee play a significant role in the company activities and ultimately will provide significant contribution to company performance. This research describes the relationship between training effectiveness and employee performance in government-linked company. The challenges were found in management when employee has admitted for training. Many sources of narrative that less of training effectiveness of employee can influence the employee performance while doing their job. In consequence, the researcher want to know whether training effectiveness can surely improve employee performance or not. Employees have been involved in this study using a quantitative questionnaire survey method. The results were inclusive exactly to the limit of the research. Moreover, the researcher found a solid connection between training effectiveness and employee performance. The second topic is influence of training and development on employee performance. Second journal is from International Journal of Education, Learning and Training. The title of this journal is Influence of Training and Development on Employee Performance in Nutritional Industry, Malaysia. The major objective of this research is to find out the influence of training and development on employee performance in nutritional industry. However, the independent variables used in this research are on-the-job training, feedback, training design, self-paced training, and dependent variable used is employee performance. Like scale is adapted in this research question by requesting participants to answer the 5 degrees of agreement or disagreement question. Based on the result of descriptive statistic, the highest mean score is on-the-job training followed by training design, feedback, and self-training. The correlation value show a positive significant relation between the independent variable with employee performance. It is concluded that training and development has positive significant influence on employee performance. The third topic is the effect of training and development on employee performance. The journal is from International Journal of Education, Learning and Training. The title of this journal is The Effect of Training and Development on Employee Performance in Private Company in Malaysia. The major asset in the organization is the employee that they have a role to play towards an organizational success. The success of the organizational cannot be underestimated by the organization. Because of this, we need to care about their learning to increase the employee performance. Next, the study aimed to investigate the effect of training and development on employee performance. The questionnaire was formed based on the empirical literature. This is research engaged convenient sampling technique for selecting the respondent. The independent variable that has been used in research is on the job training, of the job training, job encouragement, and job retention. The dependent variable has been used in this research, employee performance. A quantitative research approach of the data collection was adopted using a Likert scale questionnaire. The research employee descriptive analysis, correlation analysis. The result show that all independent variables have a significant impact on employee performance, except job reported to have a significant impact on the dependent variable. Next is summary. This research is based on the research we have studied in both articles based on the topic we have chosen. The first article is Training Effectiveness and Employee Performance in Malaysia Government, Link Company. The article is about relationship between training effectiveness and employee performance. Nowadays, most of the managers will recognize that training as an effective tool in achieve productivity in the organization. It is well-known fact that organizations always focus to the activity and program which which can help in achievement of the objective for which such organizations were established. The conclusion of second topic is that training feedback and training design has moderately high relationship on performance, whereas self-paced training and on-the-job training have moderately low relationship between performance of employee. It has been evident that performance of the organization is very much depending on training provided to employee. Therefore, the impact of training and development on employee performance is very important to organization. Third research is about effect of training and development on job performance in private company. The objective of this research is to investigate the effect of on-the-job training, job encouragement, and job rotation on employee in private company. Okay, lastly is conclusion of this chapter 2. Training and development is considered as a strategy for growth in every organization. It is adapted by the organization to fill the gap between skill and future opportunities. This training program definitely enhance skill, improve efficiency and productivity, and growth opportunities for employee. Skill, knowledge, and attitude are the basic for efficient running for a business through the human resource of an organization.
For this chapter, we will explain about of introduction, research design, research sample, research instrument, and summary. Research is broadly defined as systematic gathering of data and information and its analysis for advancement of knowledge in any subject. According to research, attempts to find answer intellectual and practical questions through application of systematic methods. Some people consider research as a movement from the known to the unknown. Research methodology is a way to systematically solve research problem. Essentially, it is the procedure by which the researchers go about their work of describing, evaluating, and predicting phenomenon. It aims to give the work plan of research. It provides training in choosing methods, material, scientific tools, and technique relevant to the solution of the problem. Research design. We will explain about research design. First, we explain about the qualitative research defines as a market research methods that focus on acquiring data to investigate and question respondents in more depth based on their responses. The objective of qualitative research is to try to determine the relationship between dependent and independent variables, whereas the qualitative objective is to study the behavior and perception of the target audience that drive it rather than the facts and statistics that govern quantitative research. Research design is the framework of research methods and technique chosen by the research. This design allows research to use a appropriate research method to study the content of the lesson and complete their lesson to success. Quantitative research is defined the process of gathering observable data to answer a research question using statistical, computational, or mathematical technique. Quantitative research collects information from existing and potential customers. The advantage of qualitative research collect reliable and accurate data. As data is collected, analyzed, and presented in numbers, the result obtained will be extremely reliable. The quick data collection, quantitative research is carried out with a group of respondents who represent a population. A survey or any other quantitative research method applied to these respondents. The advantage of quantitative research is scientific objectivity. Quantitative data can be interpreted with statistical analysis, and since statistics are based on the principles of mathematics, the quantitative approach is viewed as scientifically objective and rational, useful for testing. The advantage mixing methods is to provide balance strength, weakness of quantitative and qualitative research. For example, quantitative research is weak in understanding the context or situation in which people behave, something made by qualitative research. On the contrary, qualitative research is seen as lacking because of the potential to make biased interpretation by studies and the difficulty of generalizing findings to large groups.
Okay, next is research sampling. Sampling is a process used in statistical analysis in which a predetermined number of observations are taken from a larger population. The methodology used to sample from a larger population depends on the type of analysis being performed, but it may include simple random sampling or systematic sampling. This survey is only aimed to employees of College Politek Mara Semporna. We use questionnaires in this study. We randomly selected 25 employees in this study. We use a simple random sampling in this study. A simple random sample is a randomly selected subset of a population. Okay, next is research instruments. The research instruments used in this study consisted questionnaires to be filled by staff KPTM Semporna. A questionnaire is a research instrument consisting of a series of questions for the purpose of gathering information from respondents. Questionnaires can be thought of as a kind of written interview. They can be carried out face-to-face by telephone, computer, or post. Questionnaires provide a relatively cheap, quick, and efficient way of obtaining large amounts of information from a large sample of people. Data can be collected relatively quickly because the researcher will not need to be present when the questionnaires were completed. This is useful for large populations when interviews will be impractical. The study seeks to undertake the impact of training and development on the performance of the employees. The findings will be useful for both human resource managers and researchers.
Summary: This chapter begins with an introduction, then describe the research design used in these studies. The study population and sample were also mentioned. Early discuss the research methodology used to conduct this research. In collecting data, research staff KPTM Sempurna use. For field research, quantitative methods were chosen where the interview group is involved in the research procedure. The data collected are then analyzed and discussed, and the result are displayed.